For this week's video, I thought I would entitle it, I keep saying that, I thought I would title it, Why I Intend to Leave the UK Forever. Hi, how's it going? I hope you're well. Well, I'm just taking Ted a wee wander along the shore for a change. So Susan and I have been thinking for a while that as we're getting older, we don't want to be working the rest of our lives. We don't want to work until the day we drop. Now, we don't have savings, we don't have any money really. A couple of grand saved here and there, but that's about it. But we really don't want to be working till the day we drop. It's just not happening. So we'd love to just jump in the van and leave the UK, go somewhere nice and warm, because it's the damp weather in Scotland is just crippling my hands. My hands are starting to get really painful. Just for tattooing every day, I suppose. Just wear and tear. And the damp weather certainly doesn't help that. So the main reason is really the weather. There are a couple other reasons, obviously. Come on then. But the main reason, the weather. So we plan really just to leave, maybe in a few years, but you know, it could be 2, 3, 4, 5 years, who knows. Certainly not going to be imminently, but that's our plan. Now, I know you're all going to say, oh, you can't leave the UK and go to the EU because we're not in the EU anymore. Well, you're correct, we're not. But my granny was Irish and I've just applied for Irish citizenship, which then entitles me to an Irish passport. And if Susan is travelling with me, being an EU citizen, she is able to travel with me because I'm an EU citizen. So hopefully in the next couple of years that will come to fruition. As I say, I've just applied for it, so it can take about a year for your Irish citizenship to come through, and then you apply for an Irish passport. So that's phase one. Where we're going to go, I don't know. We're just going to have to save really hard, live really frugally. So is this something that you've been thinking about just upping sticks, packing everything up and going, leaving the country? If you have, leave a comment below. Let me know how it went, how you got on. Are you still there? Are you still thinking about it? How did it go? I'd like to know. Other reasons, really, the cost of living in the UK is just ridiculous. Since COVID, as everybody knows, the cost of everything is extortionate. It's just a joke. An absolute joke. I don't know if you can see me, because the sun behind me. Aye, the cost of living is just a joke. So I figure if we can move, even if we go between, you know, Spain, Portugal, Morocco even, you can spend 3 months in Morocco and just do full-time van life. Look at that dog. Dad! Come on, son. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, so that's the plan. We'll see what happens. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button. It does help the channel. Thank you. Other reason, the government. Man, I thought the Tories were bad, but holy moly, this current government, it's just destroying, isn't it? It's just destroying everybody. You know, Labour was supposed to be for the working class. My grandfather was a Labour councillor, and it's just, you know, I've heard of people actually getting the knock on the door because they've criticised this government. So if I disappear and I don't upload a video in the next couple of weeks, you'll know why. I've been lifted and flung in a fucking jail. But anyway, what happened to free speech in this country? And I don't really want to get too political. But anyway, maybe it's just because it's the end of the winter and I'm scunnered with the weather and... I'm rambling on here, so here's a brief interlude. Behind me is Clane Castle. It was built between 1777 and 1792 by the Marquis of Ailsa, who was the chieftain of Clan Kennedy. It's now run by the National Trust for Scotland, and it's appeared in several movies, including Marvel's Captain America and the 70s cult classic The Wicker Man. It's a cracking big castle situated in the Firth of Clyde. It's well worth a visit. And there's really got to be more to life than working till you're 67, which is the age that you're allowed to retire in the UK, or when you get your state pension at 67. You know, that's 8 years from now. So I think I've got to do it. I think we've got to just go for it. Susan's the same. She's been through a lot, you know, with cancer and whatnot, and you just got to make the most of it. And I love my work. I love my job. Don't get me wrong. I do love it. But it's just like Groundhog Day, really. And I don't. If any of my clients are watching this, I don't mean to be disrespectful. But I've been tattooing almost 30 years. Okay, there's a couple of styles of tattooing that I struggle with, and probably a few that I wouldn't even undertake because I know I'm not good enough. But nothing seems challenging anymore. You get the odd portrait coming in the door, which can be challenging, and I really enjoy it. But there's got to be more to life than work. There has to be. I mean, the government just want you working until you drop. And I'm no conspiracy theorist or anything like that, don't get me wrong. But, nah. Gonna have to go for it. I'm going to save as much as I can over the next couple of years. And by the time my Irish passport comes through, we'll get the fuck out of Dodge. And you know, the worst comes to worst, we can always come back. Quite like to buy a wee plot of land somewhere. You know, I know there's quite a lot of people doing it off-grid land in Portugal and all that. And I know you can't just buy a bit of land and go and live on it. I know that. I'm not that naive. But there's got to be a way. There's got to be another way. And don't get me wrong, I love Scotland and I love being Scottish. I just love everything about Scotland. Apart from middle of winter when it's damp and it's dark. There's absolutely you're getting absolutely zero vitamin D in your body. Go ahead, shine. There you go. And it can be depressing. When I was younger, I did suffer from SAD, seasonal, the light deficit disorder thing. And I think a lot of us probably do suffer from that without knowing. So even if we go to, live in the continent during the winter months and then come back to Scotland in the summer months, work for a few months, make enough money, go back again, that could be an option. That could be an option just to start with. But aye, something's got to give. Something has to change. Because as I say, we're not getting any younger. Got to make the most of it. And I'm sorry if this is coming across as being, depressive. I don't mean it to be. This is me actually being uppity. Aye, that's the plan for the future, long-term plan. Let's call it a 5-year plan. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. I do appreciate your time. And if you've liked this video, please hit the like button. And I'll catch you all next time. Take care now.